Man, it's getting icy out there. My name is Ladanes, and this is my first F1 video. This is round 3 of the F1 Republic F3 tier, and yeah, it was a very special one for me, as you're going to see. No spoilers though. Right as you can hear me stressing about pressing the right buttons because I was trying to get out of the pits as soon as possible. Reason for me being that stressed at the start is because this is a mixed conditions qualification, and in my practice for this race, I noticed that you can only do one quali lap. Maybe two, though. Reason for me thinking that is because during my practice, when I did my second quali lap, right at the end, like at sector 3, it started raining, and yeah, I just started losing time like crazy. So probably you won't see times improve after the rain comes in. So basically, this first flying quali lap is going to be the most important one, so I need to lock in. Although there is still a chance for me to get a second lap in, because during the practice I wasn't like optimizing time, so I was taking a very long time in the setup page, for example. So yeah, there is maybe some chance that it could happen, like 2 quali laps, but let's just see. Let's just see. So yeah, now just cutting to the end of the outlap. Right as I switch, my ear is deployed to medium to prepare for the flying lap. So yeah, right over the starting line here, and let's go. Okay, I got a 129.9. My best is 129.3, but considering all the mistakes I made there, not that bad.
Less than 1 lap of fuel left now, the tank's pretty much empty.
Weather status.
Radar suggests weather's going to hit in around 5 minutes time, so stay on your toes. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
So yeah, here I was already looking forward to if I can get that one more quali lap in before the rain starts to kick in. If I'm for real, pole position, man, 8 to most. Unlikely though, unlikely though. Mm, can we get one more run? That's the question. One more run would be insane, no? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Again, skipping to the flying lap wasn't the best. Gained some time over the first one. Some places lost on others. For example, here I gained major like 2/10, then lost 1/10 there. But for sure, taking in account the track progression, it could have been better by a lot, but yeah, as we're soon going to see, after this corner it started raining, I'm pretty sure, so the time started dropping off very fast. And yeah, I knew that was pretty much it, so here's my reaction. Oh my god, it started raining. Even I can get a better time than myself, that's why. Okay, nice! Yes! I'm Paul, I think. I'm very sure I'm Paul. I'm very sure I'm Paul. Oh my god. Jeez. Okay. That's that. That's Quali finished. Let's go. What is he doing? Just retire, boy. Retire. He's going out his softs in the rain. Wait, who is this? No way. What are you doing? Just drifting sesh? Yeah, it looks like. You're just having fun. Like we could end this right now, boy. Oh man. Hell yeah! Let's go. Let's go. What? Yeah, so at this point I was starting to get a little worried because the race is supposed to be 25% or 16 laps, but there was a mistake at the lobby's creators end, and yeah, it ended up at 35%. And that wasn't ideal because my whole practice and strategy was built around 16 laps. So now I just had to guess like the fuel load, and yeah, I wasn't too happy about that. But yeah, I still had pole. I just had to bring it home. Fuck. Okay, that's unexpected. Shit.
And we are underway. Ladanes then gets a good start alongside Alfie going into the first corner, but it is indeed Ladanes who leads the way then.
So yeah, got away fine in the first few corners, no shenanigans there. But regardless, I couldn't really pull off a gap. Um, in the further sections, further laps. Yeah, Alfie and Scones were just too good, I guess. So not much action for me in the rest of lap 1. So skipping ahead a bit to lap 2, where actually Alfie was getting nearer and nearer to me, and in this DRS zone, this straight, he made his move. And yeah, as you can see, completed it too. Now we were very feisty. We were fighting through various corners, as you can see. Bumping the wall even. I was pretty concerned about those bumps I heard because yeah, I thought maybe I didn't leave him enough space and I put him in the wall or something, but yeah. The submission window for reports has been closed, so nothing Alfie can do, I guess, if he did decide to report me, but we're fine, we're chill, I think. But yeah, I did manage to escape him here, and I won't be getting any action for a few laps now again.
And look at that, Scones there now really putting the pressure on Alfie. Oh no, look now around the outside, and he might just get it done, you know, and he has.
Okay, they're fighting. They're fighting, and they just lost the RS on me. Or not. Yes, they did. Oh my god. So yeah, I was quite excited that they were fighting, but unfortunately I still couldn't pull the gap because I'm pretty sure because of the following part right here. So yeah, lap 5 at turn 8. Here maybe I just took too much curb or something, but yeah, my rear just slammed into the wall, and yeah, Scones gained like 2/10 there, so yeah, fair game, and that leads us into us already being very close in turn 14. Good braking there for Scones, and this later in lap 7.
Meanwhile, out front, Scones now has caught up to Ledanes and has DRS on the race leader. Might have a little look to the inside. He is having a little look to the inside, and it's an easy pass. Ledanes almost lets him go. He's going to hang it around the outside. You could see he was charging the battery down that straight, and he maybe just charged it a little bit too much because the Aston Martin has caught him napping, and Scones now leads the Singapore Grand Prix of the F3 division.
Yeah, so this is where I don't really agree with CJ. He didn't really catch me napping or anything. I did use my overtake and medium ERS deploy, but I just knew he was so much faster, and I just yeah, switched the ERS deploy to none right as I had to brake.
On him, he might make a mistake.
So yeah, fair move, fair overtake, but yeah, his lead didn't last for long, as this happened not long after. So still lap 7, last few corners, and just yeah. What the? No way.
Oh no! As if that's just happened.
Yeah, quite funny for me, but quite unlucky for Scones, I guess. He definitely was a good opponent, but yeah, he shouldn't be a problem from now on, and yeah, I need to look behind to Alfie. But I was gaining some time on him, and yeah, as you're gonna hear, I was quite happy about that. I'm gaining. But yeah, maybe Alfie noticed that too, because in this very lap he decided to pit, and yeah, I didn't notice that for a while.
We'll find out. But he doesn't seem to have too bad pace as Alfie's coming in the pits. Now that is early, considering he has no damage on the car. Right over the white line and onto the curb. Gets it slowed down nicely though. And we'll see what tyre he goes on here, because he is a little bit early to get into the pits here. Well, in my eyes, a little bit early. And hard tyres obviously go on the car. So he's going to come out the pits then in a little pocket of space behind Action Rick. And so then he'll have a few seconds, particularly an outlap, and that is for sure, to get his foot down.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
So yeah, as Alfie gets into the pits, I only get my warning that in 2 laps time I need to go in. And a lap later, Scones goes into pits as well.
And Scones is in the pit lane. So that is the next driver then into the pits. And he's pulled in by Ollie Bean just behind him. Not surprised by that. And hard tyres also go onto the car. And Ollie Bean as well, I think, is gone for hours. It's a change of front wing then for Scones. So he is changing the front wing, and he's back out ahead of the McLaren. And Alfie then is quite significantly ahead, but he's in traffic here. He is in traffic behind Action Rick.
So yeah, basically I was just following the default strategy given to me by the game. I unfortunately don't have an engineer please yet. Call me up. Probably should have pitted earlier, but yeah, what can I do? In the meantime, CJ, because of my antics, CJ already was thinking what the hell I'm doing.
What is Ledane's planning here? He is out on to another lap 11, now halfway through the race. Veer is in the pits, so he's getting rid of his medium tyres. But is Ledane's just stretching out those mediums to potentially go on softs later? I mean, that would be a pretty major gamble. Meanwhile, up the order, Alfie then, now within 2 seconds of these two. That could be the other thing that Ledane's is thinking here. Can I stretch these tyres to the point where Alfie's going to get in a bit of traffic and it'll damage his tyres and cost him a bit of time? And then I can get those soft tyres on later in the race. He still needs to go quite a few more laps if he wants to go for the softs. But it's an interesting strategy from Ledane's here. A bit of a gamble considering he's leading the race, and if he came in at the end of this lap, then I'm not too sure this gamble will work. And I think he is. He is coming in to the pit lane. Ledane's is coming in then, gets the car slowed down, and that will be the hard tyre surely.
Whoa, okay, nice. Come on. I do always enjoy these speculations from CJ, but yeah, no. Just following the game's recommended pitting strategy. While I'm in the pits though, Alfie got a 3-second penalty, which is nice for me. I came out from the pits just behind him, and yeah, now I just gotta catch up to him because of his superior pitting strategy. People ahead still. Not long after, Alfie overtook Ellis, and yeah, Ellis on all tires. I just needed to catch up to him, which I did pretty soon. Just hold me back. I need to overtake this lap. And yeah, after overtaking Ellis, just needed to do the same, catching up to Alfie. And yeah, I was gonna do that pretty quickly too. I was a bit confused though. Come on, pit boy. For some reason, maybe because Ellis hadn't pit yet, but I thought Alfie hadn't pit either. And I was just hoping he would pit soon, so I wouldn't have to overtake anyone. And yeah, that's a question I asked myself many times. Why isn't he pitting? I don't understand his strategy right now. But yeah, no matter of my confusion, I did gain on him very quickly. Yeah, basically exactly 2 laps later, I had shrunk the gap by 2 seconds. Now I just had to make the final move, which I thought I could easily do. I could see him sliding around in some corners, and I thought it should be easy, it should be. But yeah, Alfie is one beast. He didn't give up so easily, and yeah, I had to fight. It was frustrating because I knew I had pace. I knew I had pace, but Alfie was just defending so well, and I just couldn't get past him, and I got frustrated right here. I I got so eager to get around the corner and get even closer to him for the DRS zone. I just made a mistake. No way he beat it already. Foolish me, huh? Still haven't figured that one out. Was he on his... Now here he went very wide and I thought maybe I could do a move up the inside. But yeah, quickly realized that was dumb and I lost some time, of course. Now there was a new threat looming in the back mirror. A Red Bull which has been lapped, and yeah, he was gonna start moving in the way, and yeah, that just doesn't help, especially when I rely on the line for my braking points. Bro, that guy's messing me up. Let's see shit properly. Man, Scones is catching so fucking... I really wasn't in the right mind at the time. Like, yeah. I was just seeing that Scones is catching up and I can't pass Healthy, and yeah, I just started panicking inside. Even though in reality there wasn't really much to worry about, I just needed to stay behind him. And here I finally realized what is going on, what I need to do. Okay, well, I get the gist now. He got a 3-second penalty, I just gotta stay within these 3 seconds. Oh, good for me. I ain't gonna... Now I take him. And man, how I start to mess up right after saying that. One mistake and 2 mistakes. Last lap.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Gap to your teammate behind, 50.8 seconds.
Unnecessary last lap bloodlust activated.
But Alfie needs to stay switched on here on this final lap. He's probably not going to win this race because Ledanes seems unflappable in terms of getting any penalties here. But that man has to have a good final sector here because that's only 2 tenths. That is a 2-tenth gap, a 1/10 gap. Now, there goes Ledanes right down the inside. That is a gamble and a half when you're going to win the race anyway. That was bold. Some would say almost crazy. But he's going to lose the position for Alfie in second place. Ledanes wants the win here outright on the track. He's not going to get it, but he's going to cost Alfie second place, which Alfie, I'm sure, will be absolutely livid about that. But Alfie is going to win then on track here in F3. But it is Ledanes who picks up his first ever victory here in TFR Esports. Scones then picks up second place ahead of Alfie because of that dramatic last lap there where Ledanes just decided to chuck it down the inside from nowhere.
Oh, God. Jesus. I think I did it. Please don't give me any penalties, man. Please. Yeah.
Maybe not quite as dramatic as the Japanese and Australian Grand Prix, that's for sure, but it was still an interesting race, that is for sure, and the results indeed will be something to take from it as well, because Ledanes has finally got that win, and I have to say, it didn't really look like he was going to get that win earlier in the season, but or shall I say the first two rounds, but he has indeed got it. Obviously, hadn't had a podium all season so far, but he has one now here in Singapore, and what a result for him and that Williams team.
Okay, that's that for my Singapore GP. And final thoughts. So first of all, I'm in desperate need of some race awareness, ERS, and race strategy tips. So if any race engineer is watching this and is free, please do DM me. Second, Scones, you owe me one for that move I made against Alfie last lap. Of course, also big thanks to CJ for being an awesome commentator and giving me the permission to use clips from the official stream to make this. And finally, editing something close to a proper video is a bitch, so when, not if, I win a race again, I won't be doing this again, probably. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching and see you next time.